afternoon, my dear students. Welcome you all to today's session. Today, I am going to discuss about giardiasis, which is a common protozoal disease. You know, parasites are divided into two major groups. One is protozoa and one is helminths. Protozoa are of four types. Some are amoeba, some are flagellated protozoa, some are ciliated protozoa, and some are sporozoa. Giardia is a flagellated protozoa. Now, I am going to show you about some flagellated protozoas. Flagellates are characterized by the possession of definite body shape, are equipped with one or more flagella for locomotion. Classification of flagellates. Flagellates inhabit the intestinal tracts are Giardia lamblia, Dientamoeba fragilis, Chylomystis mensley, Trichomonas hominis, Trichomonas tenax. Of them, Giardia lamblia is the only pathogenic intestinal flagellates. Flagellates that inhabit the urogenital tract, Trichomonas vaginalis. Blood and tissue flagellates are Trypanosoma cruzi, Trypanosoma bruzi, Leishmania donovani, Leishmania tropica, and Leishmania brasiliensis. Now, Giardia. History. The parasite Giardia duodenalis is also known as Giardia lamblia or Giardia intestinalis. It was the first parasitic protozoa of human which is seen by Antony von Leeuwenhoek in 1861. Risk factor: children who attend daycare center, child care worker, parents of infected children who drink unfiltered untreated water, swimmers while swimming in the lake, river, pond and streams. Taxonomy of Giardia. Phylum Diplomonadida, class Zoomastigophora, order Sarcomastigophora, genus Giardia and species Giardia intestinalis. Structure. There are two morphological forms, one is tropozoid form and one is cystic form. Tropozoids are approximately 12 to 15 micrometer long and 5 to 9 micrometer wide. It is pear shaped with a cytoskeleton, 2 nuclei and 4 pairs of flagella. Dorsal surface is convex and ventral surface is concave. It has an ovoid adhesive disc on anterior ventral surface. Dorsal surface provides an area for diffusion of nutrients. Have 2 axostyle, 2 parabasal body and 4 pairs of flagella. Tropozoid is the active and motile feeding stage. It causes pathology in small intestine. Cysts are hardy and can survive several months in cold water and resistant to chlorine. Non-motile and no longer adheres to the mucosal surface. Remnant of flagella and sucking disc present in the cytoplasm. Oval in size, 5 to 10 micrometer diameter, and it contains 4 nucleus. Life cycle of Giardia lamblia at a glance. Stages: cyst and tropozoid. Infective form: cyst. Pathogenic form: tropozoid. Route of infection: fecal-oral route. Diagnostic form is cyst and tropozoid. Now, steps of life cycle. Ingestion of quadrinucleated cyst with contaminated water and food, then excision and tropozoid release in the small intestine, which multiply by longitudinal binary fission. That means, 1 copy is converted into 2 copy, 2 is converted into 4 and such a logarithmic way. Excision occur as parasite transit toward the colon. Cyst and tropozoid both form passes through the stool. Now, pathogenesis. There are several theories that include direct damage. Trophozoite cause direct damage to the intestinal brush border and mucosa. Apoptosis may induced in small intestinal epithelial cells. Mechanical, that means trophozoite interfere with fat absorption that resulting in steatorrhea, that means fatty stool that floats in the water. Disruption of tight junction. Trophozoites disrupt the tight junctional zona occludens and increase permeability. Pathological changes in severe cases. Villus atrophy and nodular hyperplasia, carbohydrate malabsorption. In pediatric patient, decreased secretion of pancreatic lipase and trypsin and deficiency of secretory immunoglobulin A. Clinical features. There are two forms of giardiasis, one is acute giardiasis and one is chronic giardiasis. In case of acute giardiasis, steatorrhea, abdominal pain, bloating, nausea, vomiting, headache, low grade fever and chill is observed. In case of chronic giardiasis, recurrent malabsorption may lead to malabsorption syndrome and severe weight loss. Now, laboratory diagnosis. It can be diagnosed by detection of cyst or trophozoite by microscopic examination of stool, duodenal fluid and duodenal biopsy material. Alternative methods are detection of parasite by immunofluorescence, antigen detection by enzyme linked immunosorbent assay and counter immunoelectrophoresis, antibody detection by indirect immunofluorescence method and enzyme linked immunosorbent assay, detection of nucleic acid by polymerase chain reaction. String test. It is the test for collection of duodenal aspirates. The organism can be detected from duodenal content by string test or enteral test. Here a gelatin capsule is swallowed by the patient and then when it is introduced, we remove it, duodenal aspirates come in the capsule and thus we can detect trophozoite of Giardia by microscopy of the duodenal aspirate. Treatment option. Metronidazole is the popular treatment option, but it is not recommended in pregnant women. Tinidazole and nitazoxanide. Thank you all for your patience hearing. This is all for today.